Hey guys, do you hear this? Hey! Guys.
Oh no!
Guys?
Oh no! Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where we're once again venturing into the back rooms. As I understand it, Matt sat me down on the couch first thing this morning. He's like, Matt, other Matt. Matt. Sometimes it's confusing because we both share the same name. So recognize that I'm talking to you, a third-party entity outside of myself, who is also Matt. Matt, sit down on this couch. And I'm like, yes, Matt, I'm listening to you, Matt. And he's like, Matt, Kane just released a new Backrooms thing. And I'm like, okay. And your point is, and he's like, you must react to it. And I'm like, okay. Is there a lot to react to? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay. Will it take up a GTLive? He's like, yes. And I'm like, great. Okay, then that's what we're doing. So that's what we're doing. That is how programming happens here on GTLive. Would you say that is an accurate assessment of the conversation that just went down?
Near perfect reiteration of the events that occurred.
Yeah.
However,
okay, sorry, yes.
it is worth noting that the way that GTLive programming also works is that we shoot ahead of time.
Yeah, slightly. Not as much as I'd like. Let's be honest. It'd be great if we could get more than a day or two in advance.
So as of filming this is fresh out the presses.
Fresh.
As of the time that they will be seeing it.
Yeah.
Different story.
It's about the level of freshness that you're getting out of your grocery store fresh produce section, basically, where it's been on the shelf for a week, and then it gets out there, but
It's got preservatives.
It's got yeah, it still looks fresh, and as long as you put the word fresh on, it's as fresh as you're gonna get.
It's air sealed.
Yeah. We've kept the ethylene away from it so it doesn't mature too quickly. Unless you're going out into the fields, it's about as fresh as you're gonna get.
Ethylene is a beautiful name for a girl.
Ethylene?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, you're so right.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
How many? Maybe that's on the rise. People are like, oh, that's a beautiful... how Marianne, back when in my grandma's generation, Marianne was the number one name.
And for our generation, it's Matt.
Matt, yeah, right? Yeah. I know. And for Ollie's generation, there's a lot of Olivers.
Oh, there's so many Ollies.
Which I'm like, why? We thought... I guess everyone was like, yeah, that's an underutilized name. Oliver Twist. We were forced to read that in English class. We're naming our kid Oliver.
I think it's the new wave of nicknames as names.
Yeah, that's fair.
Parents want to name their kids things that have cute nicknames.
Well, and I think that's an important consideration, honestly. I think a lot of people, when naming their kids earlier, didn't really think through a lot of that. And so for us, that was actually a key consideration as we went through the list of names. We're what are good nicknames that our kid can be called? Because you don't want them to wind up with an unfortunate nickname.
Yeah, there's the reason there aren't many Richards walking around anymore.
Right, yeah, Richard kind of bit the dust because,
it's an unfortunate nickname.
Yeah, Rick. Rick is not the nickname for Richard.
Anyway,
Backrooms, that's a thing. Matt, we have to react to the Backrooms. Okay, Matt, let's do it. This is informational video. So the name Backrooms informational video just makes me think that we're watching Mandela Catalog, actually. Seeing a title like informational video, it's purely analog horror, ripped straight out of Mandela. So maybe it's the two worlds crossing over. Maybe all the analog horrors are going to do a super collab, and it'll be Super Smash Brothers of analog horror.
That's so Sweet Life of Hannah Montana Mandela Catalog edition.
That's it. Local catalog rooms. Local catalog rooms. Local rooms catalog. That's it. The moon comes down, crashes into Earth, phases through the Earth, and winds up in the back rooms. And you find a bunch of alternates wandering around like this. They're like, "Well, I'm stuck in here," and the moon's like, "What the heck is going on? And why is it all ugly and yellow? And why is the carpet wet?" That's it. I feel like this is it. This is the analog.
We actually don't even need to watch the video.
No, you wanted me to react to the Backrooms informational video, and I'm reacting to the Backrooms informational video. I will say, if something like that happens, that would be like the pinnacle of analog horror, and it would kill analog. Like that would be the end of it. That'd be like, all right, we're done. Let's move on to the next content trend, shall we?
But it'd be fun.
Oh, it would be so fun. That'd be wild. It'd be like that weird time when Hello Neighbor crossed over with Bendy and the Ink Machine, and everyone's like, why? Why is this the crossover? But it happened, and then history promptly forgot about it. But this one, it's like the Nicktoons Power Hour when Jimmy Neutron crossed over with
Jimmy Timmy Power
the Jimmy
Hour.
Timmy. Yeah,
I'm well versed.
Right, I know. So, I'm telling you, the back catalog rooms, that's
There's
it.
a lot of lore implications in the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah, there is. I think we've used it in the food. Oh, yeah, we did. We did it in the food theory episode where we were looking into Grubhub's cinematic universe. Hey, Backrooms. Let's talk about that. Let's react in real time, huh? For internal use only. Okay, so we're back at async. Welcome back to Project
KV31 Research and Development Team.
Wow, we even have audio this
In
time.
this short, informative video, you will be briefed on the required protocol in regard to Project KV31,
Okay.
as well as receive an overview of future development plans.
Cool. All right.
What
Great.
is Project KV31?
I love it when they answer the questions for me.
Project KV31 pertains to the study and development of the async low-proximity magnetic distortion system.
So this is the Backrooms. Yeah. Okay. Because we were saying how
For the sake
it's
of
a magnetic
convenience,
test.
you may hear your peers refer to the project under any of the following titles.
All right, so this is our
The
lingo.
machine, the door, the back rooms,
The
the complex, hallways.
always.
Unauthorized
Real-
usage of these terms
real sexy project
outside
names
of the async research facility is strictly prohibited. The threshold
Sorry, what's prohibited?
outside of the async Unauthorized usage of these terms outside of the async research facility is strictly prohibited.
Okay, Matt, you heard it right here. Don't you dare use the word door, complex, or hallways. Otherwise, async is gonna come after you. Oh, sorry, I was walking down the hall. What, was there more than one? Yeah, there were a couple hallways. No! Stop it! You will be struck down immediately. Man, how was your math homework last night? Oh, it was tough. It was pretty complex. No! Dead! Secret analog horror police gonna smack you upside the head.
They're almost as strict as YouTube's copyright.
Yeah, really, that was the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
You looked at the tree of low-hanging fruit, and you're like, what low-hanging fruit can I pick off the vine? Boop! YouTube's
Trying to back you up. This is the thanks I get.
I'm yes-anding you, okay? It doesn't have to be a good yes-and. The door. Hey, will you make sure you shut the door on your... No! Stop it! Okay, sorry. So don't use these words, okay? They will be censored immediately.
Door,
The machine.
back rooms,
The back
the
rooms.
complex, hallways. Unauthorized usage of these terms outside of the async research facility is strictly...
I like how when you went into it, too, you just knew.
I had no
you were like, oh,
I
I'm...
had no confidence in that one at all. It was the kind of thing where I was like, I guess I'm saying it.
Yeah, I think if you had said it with confidence, I would have been like, yeah. But when you're like, kind of like the YouTube copyright, you were just apologizing for it as you said it.
Let's watch the video.
That's we're a minute in, okay? We're reacting. We're making great progress.
The threshold.
Okay, there's that map again. So we brought this up in the theory, and I'm assuming it's a... Oh, hey. I did not actually anticipate there being more here. Okay, so there's the maze, which we brought up in the theory, so it does seem like access to the back rooms is... This looks different, I think, than the first map that it was presented. So it might be that the back rooms is evolving and changing or morphing. I would have to compare this with the one that we saw before, but having looked and dealt with that asset when we were researching for it, when I was writing it, when we were editing it, this looks substantially different from what it was before, so it seems like it is changing. This is weird. It doesn't look... Oh, no, good? Oh, man, do I have to do this thing? Do I have to do the thing that I always... All right, let's do the thing. And by the thing, I mean open up Photoshop, which takes a decade and a half. All right, well, twiddle my thumbs. Oh, my gosh!
Stop. You scared. I have headphones on.
Well, it was scary. The door was creaking open as if someone was... The door! Oh, no, see? They heard us. I used the word the door. And now they're coming after us, Matt, okay?
See, no one saw the door move except for you.
I didn't see the door move either. I heard it creak, though.
I don't think the mics didn't pick it up.
It creaked. It was there. It opened. The back rooms are coming for us, okay? I recognize that it's actually just a draft that opened it up because we have the doors open because it's like, oh, it's very nice and warm here today in North Carolina.
Good
But
old North Carolina February breeze.
it is. It's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Can we tell if...
Whoa, you had it.
Right? What is it, though? What is it?
Boob?
Yep, it's boob. That's the lore implications of boob.
You see it, though.
I don't see boob at all. Not even close. I see
The first
hot.
word.
Hot. So it looks backwards. First off, right? It's definitely reversed.
Boob backwards is still...
Boob backwards is dude, especially if it's lowercase.
Oh, I was thinking uppercase. No, it looks like...
Oh, get your mind out of the gut. This is a family-friendly show. Edit here. What do I need to do? I need to edit, transform, flip horizontal. Okay.
Oh. You're a genius.
Thanks. I pay him for that one. Something good and good
Would do any good.
would do any good. Yeah, that's
Not that
it.
it would do any good.
Oh, not that it would do any good. Yeah, I see it. Not that it would do any good.
Truth.
Truth. Yep. Huh. Not that it would do any good. So what did he say right before that? Not that it would do any good.
The threshold with the async research for unauthorized usage of these terms outside of the async research facility is strictly prohibited.
Not that it would do any good. So don't use the words outside of the research facility. Not that it would do any good. Okay. Well, cool.
The threshold without guided supervision.
Huh. All right. Well, hey, find and secret. Now, okay, so this is actually our first instance of like actual hidden messages in this. So that in and of itself, regardless of what it gave us, is a big deal. Because now all of a sudden we know that in the lore of the story and in these videos that there are clues now being secretly held that we do have to solve to some extent. So in theory, crafting and problem solving and reacting to this stuff, right? And when we research it, you kind of have to base the level of solving kind of on what's presented to you, right? Like in FNAF, almost anything goes at this point because they've hidden stuff on like web pages in source code, right? So it's like you're going, slide images, this and that. Here, up till this point, everything's been basically given to you in the videos and has, like, even at the end of the last video, there was a brief message of, like, blame him or something. So there wasn't anything much there. It was pretty explicit. But now that we're starting to see things flip and be pretty well hidden, actually, with that one, we know that we are actually needing to look a little bit closer at everything that's being presented to us because suddenly the series has kind of one-upped its game, right? So now we have to be much, more attuned to like the details than we were before. It's setting the rules. Great. Perfect.
Never enter the complex alone.
This is what we noticed last time where like, hey, they're going in a group of 3.
Are to be comprised
Oh.
of no fewer than 3 individuals.
Cool. Perfect. I'm just, again, like if we're looking more closely at the details, I'm looking if there's anything in the white. I don't really see a whole, like, unless it's like one notch away, which I've done when we did our ARG. Like, if you hide it and it's literally like one notch away from like the most extreme exposure, that's when you start to see things and you can hide it really, really well. I don't expect it to be that bad though here. 2/29/1990. Okay. So again, explicitly giving us the timeline, which I appreciate. Still before the first video of the series, though, the one that we saw, the where Kane himself, as the videographer, falls into the back rooms. Okay. No closed captions, no closed captions.
No, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Well, that was there.
Yeah.
Nothing on the transition, right? Again, like, hiding things framed perfectly in transitions is the place.
No, but that was 2 weeks ago. We're not going to do anything about it now. I mean, do you really think that there's actually a costume in this?
Can you make out what he's saying, Matt?
Kind of.
Okay. Can you translate? Because to me, it's muffled, but I
Yeah.
figure you with headphones can probably make it out a bit cleaner.
Can you play it again?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really think that there's actually a costume in this
Do
situation?
you really think
I mean,
there's
it's
actually
too variable.
something?
Yeah, I heard. Do you really think that there's something in the background?
I mean, do you really think that there's actually a costume in this situation? I mean,
That the backroom something in this situation.
do you really think that there's actually a costume in this situation? I mean,
What's that? There's like that little garbled bit in the middle.
Costume in this situation.
A costume?
I doubt that that's what he's saying.
I was. Do you really think that the backrooms are a costume in this situation? Yeah. Here we go. Let me put on my multi-walled costume here. That's weird. My kid had a weird Halloween costume because he wanted to dress like a water tower. I want to dress like the backrooms. It's a little level up of in terms of weird costumes.
Someone in the comments on the last Backrooms video asked if we were filming from the Backrooms.
I mean, what else are you gonna do, man? At this point, like, we're stuck in it. We can't get out. We're trapped. So we holed up in our little corner, turned the fluorescent lights on a little bit, got a little creative with the fluorescent lights, and here we are, coming to you live from the back rooms. Clearly,
That's why you're sitting, because the second you stand, they're gonna hear the squish of the water.
it's, I can't. My socks have been soggy for weeks. It's miserable. I just squeeze it into my mouth like, oh, I need water so badly. Although, as everyone was quick to inform us about the original canon, which honestly I still have stayed blind to, and I'm trying to stay blind to the original canon as much as possible so it doesn't color my judgment of this. But based on what people are saying in the comments of our film theory about how to survive the backrooms, seems like some really weird, interesting stuff in the original lore of the backrooms, between like you can't drink the water because it is. I was trying to stay blind to it, but like it does something to you, and that you need like the milk from the walls, almond milk exists in the walls or something. Again, paraphrasing, and don't quote me on any of this because I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible. But apparently when I'm like, oh, and you can hide in the ceiling or like crawl through the suspended ceiling, people are like, no, you can't. That's where the partygoers are. I'm like, okay, that's a thing, I guess. I'm really curious. Like, I really want to know that lore, because I saw they're like, oh, in the ceiling there's the partygoers, and then like they had like a little emoji smiley face, and they're like, oh, someone's a partygoer, and so I don't know what it means, but I'm really intrigued with almond milk in the walls and partygoers in the ceiling. I am very intrigued.
I was gonna make a dumb joke.
Please, yeah, like the YouTube copyright system.
Well,
Yeah.
almond milk in the walls and partygoers in the ceiling sounds like freshman year at my liberal arts university.
That was good. That was a good one. I thought you were gonna make it. It sounds like lyrics to a Lady Gaga album,
That too.
right? or maybe Sia. Almond milk in the walls, partygoers in the ceiling.
I hate
Do you hate this?
that I started this.
This is you. You did this. You have no one to blame but yourself. All right, here.
there's too many variables. Honestly, in this situation, I mean, there's too many variables. Honestly,
Anything? Are you getting anything out
There's
of
too
this?
many variables.
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't really want to do this in this video. I might take. I will probably end up, if we do end up doing a theory I think we need more than like 1 or 2 new uploads, but like if we do end up doing a theory in the near term, what I'll end up doing is I'll extract this audio, I'll play around with it in an audio, just an audio editing tool, audio filter, I don't know why that was hard, an audio editing tool to adjust the levels to see if I can make it out a bit cleaner, because this is pretty vague.
Got the whole circuit, so it's doable.
And it does seem to confirm. Oh, there's a lot of dialogue.
I'm going north.
Okay, they're trying to go north. So they do know that there is direction, and they are dragging the red rope or the hose or whatever it is with them as kind of a tracking mechanism, which is really smart. Also, can I just shout out the effects here are fantastic. Like this is so good. I don't know if they're walking through a VFX. Like without looking too deep into this, like it looks great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Right? It's really solid.
They have costumes.
Yeah.
Like they have like the logo on the back of I forgot what the company name was.
Async.
Yes. But I'm like, that's neat.
No, right? I mean, like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This looks so
Like,
good
really,
right now.
Really well produced.
It's really, really selling all of this.
Guys, do you hear this?
It's the partygoers! We were just talking about this! I don't know what they are, but maybe it sounds like it's a party.
I can't believe that's real.
the partygoers
I
in the
thought you
ceiling?
like read a thread wrong or something.
No.
Like you misread a forum post.
It wouldn't surprise me, yeah. No, in the comments, a lot of people were like, it's the partygoers in the ceiling. You know, oh, you can't go into the ceiling because of the party. And I'm like, this is it, man. So maybe this is starting to get to the point where I need to actually read up on the Backrooms lore to see how it parallels. But is that cheating? I don't know. And I'd be curious to toss it out to you guys. As we're theory crafting around this, should I draw from Backrooms lore that's already established in, like, you know, the forums and like the wikis, the fan wikis that have existed around this? Or do I not pull for it? Like, is that a cheat sheet? Obviously, Kane is probably doing his own stuff or maybe adding to it. I'm not sure. I'm conflicted about it. I'd have to think about it before I went on a theory. But if I'm like, oh yeah, and it's, you know, in the ceiling, it's clearly the partygoers, maybe. Anyway. Either that or it's like an audio hallucination, like an auditory hallucination.
Hey guys, do you hear this?
Hey!
Guys.
Oh no!
Guys.
Oh no!
Hey!
Oh, crazy! Okay. All right, so did the whole maze shift? Okay, so he's looking down this hallway. It's very narrow. No, okay, sorry. This is I want to see where he leaves. Okay, so he's here. So he's going down this hall. And it looks okay, it's long. There's like 3 on the right and 2 big ones on the left.
Guys, do you hear this?
Oh, crazy. Oh, that's wild.
Guys, do you hear this?
Hey!
Okay, so they phase out. I'm just curious if there's anything. It doesn't really. Yeah, it's just kind of like a glitch.
Guys.
No, so it seems like the whole thing has not shifted. Because when I saw that, I'm like, oh, did he get phased to a different part of the maze? But it doesn't look like that's the case. It seems like the maze, like his friends or whatever have just phased out of it in some way. But he is still in the same location.
Guys.
Huh.
George.
Oh man, that
Open.
sucks. Oh, that's terrifying. That's so scary. Oh, man. Oh. That's a party that no one wanted to attend, apparently. Okay. Okay. Oh, and you just hear the hum buzz. Ooh. Is that an M? It's a different shape of the room. What is that? Oh, and the wallpaper is different too. Huh. So you got these gates. Is that almost like tiers? Separated by gates, and then you have a giant vent in the background. That's weird. Huh. So last video, I believe, was the guy against the wall with the blame him. And it seemed like he had been lost in the maze, and he had been taken over by some sort of like fungus, or like black mold or something, which is when I went on my rant about like black mold and blah blah blah. So it seems like that's the black mold. I wonder if the ventilation system, that big vent, is like pumping it into different areas. It's interesting that the wallpaper has shifted like to a different pattern there. And it feels like it's almost like an auditorium room where there were layers where people might stand or watch. Something in the middle. This is great. This is awesome. It's been a couple uploads where it's been a lot of like world building and let's add some backstory to the Backrooms, but now you're getting back to the horror element. Yeah, this is great. It's getting tighter, isn't it? Oh, it's getting more claustrophobic. The ceiling's coming down. Huh. Yeah, he's getting to the point where he has to crawl. Oh, it's like in Willy Wonka. He like walks down the hallway and everything shrinks down around him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, okay. It's real dark. Oh, that's fascinating. So, hey, new wallpaper. So we're getting all sorts. Man, we're getting the whole realm of Backrooms wallpaper options. You've got ugly yellow, alternate ugly yellow, which I actually preferred the alternate ugly yellow with the big stripes. I thought that felt very modern. And now you've got like retro forest themed.
This one's kind of nice.
I feel like it's too busy for my home. You know, I feel like this is from an era of housing style that I don't really care for.
I'm a bit of a maximalist.
I was going to say, I feel like,
decor.
yeah, I could see this in your house or whatever abode you choose to live in. I could see you really digging this. Living your best forest fantasy life. I don't know. I could see it.
Why did you hesitate when you said abode? Where else would I live?
I don't know. I can also see you like a studio apartment. Like you strike me as like a New York studio apartment guy.
But that's still an abode.
Sure. Maybe I was looking for a new word other than house. Don't read too much into my like pause.
Like,
Words are hard, okay?
Do you think I live in my car?
Maybe I was checking to see whether or not by using the word abode that the Backrooms police would come and smack. Oh no, I said it! It's smacking me down again. Here, let's check it out. Is that an axe or a sledgehammer? Oh, axe. Take it! Take it! Why does no one take items in this world? It drives me nuts. Oh, like an old plow? No, that's an old... Oh, that's an old... So that's an old wheelbarrow. And that just looks like a large old wheelbarrow? Or like a spinning wheel? The smaller one is definitely an old wheelbarrow.
It looks like the wallpaper glitched out as well.
It does, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Weird. Yeah, it's right when he turns. What? It's also interesting that we're no longer in a place that has carpeting. Now we're on like wood floors. Or like almost like cardboard. This is crazy. Okay. So it's very like rustic. Like countryside. This is so cool. Part of the reason why I don't really want to go into the wiki is if he is drawing stuff from the wiki. Oh, no way! What? There's a whole house? Yep. Okay, you crawl through a small crawl space in the middle of this, like, infinite runner maze made up of yellow walls. Do you go to the weird country house hidden inside the walls?
It looked to me like it was wallpaper.
Right, and that was one of the things I'm wondering if it's an effect or if it is the wallpaper.
There is a glare from the flashlight in the window.
Yeah, which makes me think that it's not. Because it's flattened, right? And obviously this is, I would assume, because this is VFX, right? And so, to me, I see that glare, and it makes me think that it's meant to be real glass.
But it's the way that it's cut off at the top.
Well, and that's one of the things I'm wondering is that just a sight line? So, like, is there an overhang there? Where, like, I'm standing back, I'm looking at this house, and the house goes above the level. I see what you're saying, though, too. Like, it does have a clear edge. So I don't know if this is a real house or not. To me, I feel like it's a real house. You think it's wallpaper? Because I could also see it being wallpaper.
I'm team wallpaper.
Team wallpaper, and I'm team house. Okay, look. Look at us. We're modern-day Team Edward and Team Jacob. Wow. Maybe people will hashtag us.
It's such an outdated reference.
Okay. Name of a famous hashtag rivalry that's happened. I mean, the last one I can think of was Captain America versus Iron Man for Civil War.
I was thinking...
What were you thinking, man?
It was like DaBaby and someone. Did Jake Paul and DaBaby
DaBaby versus someone. Great, okay. The fact that you've said Jake Paul... Like, I don't even want to continue this conversation. Let's just continue the video, shall we? Ooh, it isn't, now that you say, see, but here, so it looks like kind of a flat wall, but here you have a little bit where it is peeking out from the wall, or at least it appears like it is, like it's meant to be a little bit 3D. It's tough to tell.
Having hung wallpaper before, it's tough to get the bottoms right.
It is tough to get the bottoms right. Wallpaper's tough
Yeah.
in general. Like, I think there's a reason why everyone's like, you know what? We don't like this trend. Let's move on. I think there's a couple reasons. Okay. This poor guy, I'm assuming he's going to just meet his match with the monster at some point. Is that just him getting lost, or did I miss something there? Because usually the shots have an intent. I'm just curious if that... Whoa, hey, okay, wait, so did that just appear? Hold up, okay, so he's walking. No, he looks left and then he looks right and sees the exit. Okay, so wait. Sorry. Here's the cut. So we do see... So we do see there before, and it's not there. So the walls are able to change in real time, which is what I was trying to see. Like there, that becomes the exit. So he turns left, and then he turns back around, and now it's there. Huh. Right? That just appeared, didn't it? Like, we would have seen it.
I think it was obfuscated.
You think it was too far back?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to... Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep, because it would be, like, right there. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's not... That's good, because I was worried. I'm like, oh, man, is the maze changing around him? But, yeah. Okay, good. So we're on the same page. The maze is not... Still, there's no evidence of it changing in real time around him. It seems like the structure, at least when you're inside, has stayed relatively consistent. I gotta admit, this has been a very informational video. he have a key card? Weird. So this reminds me of in the first one, or in one of the earlier videos, we saw a shot of someone at a computer looking through a window into the back rooms. And we're like, oh, are they running experiments or some sort of tests there? As they were kind of like showing early tests or the discovery of it or whatever. So on one hand, it's like, oh, it's cool to see the inside of this room. On the other hand, this is reinforcing information that we had before, that these are real physical locations, that people have been sitting at computers looking through windows into the back rooms, running experiments, unclear.
Hello?
He also seems to be surprised. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. Shut the door or something. Hide behind the door. Shut the door. Standard threshold. Huh. Complex. Hey, I love this video. It's a great video. I had to hit that 8-minute mark to get the multiple ads in there. Good one. Let's just slowly pan across a couple of blueprints just to make sure that we have enough time to, get to that 8-minute mark exactly. Standard threshold, and then complex. Huh. Was there anything in that last flash? I don't think there was anything in that last flash, but I'm just gonna double check. Huh, okay. Cool! Oh, that was a super informational video. That was great. What are our thoughts from this? First off, I think this is my favorite one. I think the atmosphere is so cool. I think it leaves a lot of questions open, but gives you a lot to chew on. But it's still like, you have that just like dread that exists of being in this situation. It's cool. What do we know? It seems like maybe partygoers, whatever that is, might be a thing. I'm wondering about ye olde like wheelbarrow and country home. That's weird. It makes like, I don't even know what to make of that outside of just, hey, there's some weird stuff inside these back rooms, and maybe people live here. Maybe those are the people going to the party. They're going to their country party home.
Yeah.
In the ceiling, obviously.
Well, the party is in the ceiling, and then they go back to their home.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere to your house. You can't live
after
in the
party,
ceiling.
right.
That'd be dumb. You don't live in the ceiling.
Partygoers.
You live in the nook in the wall with your rustic themed wallpaper,
Yeah.
and then you go with all your friends to the party in the ceiling. All the best parties happen in the ceiling. Yeah, absolutely. And then you lure. So the weird thing though is, okay, so he glitched, right? And the whole idea of the back rooms is you glitch out of reality and end up in the back rooms. No clip through reality, and you end up in the back rooms. So for him to glitch while he's inside the back rooms is really interesting. I don't know what to make of that yet, and it seems almost like the back rooms is being malicious in this moment. Like, it might be more of a antagonistic entity than we might have expected, where it used to be just like the terror of the back rooms is that it's this giant maze where you get lost and something wanders around. It's just kind of miserable, right? But the fact that you heard voices, you get lured away, and then things change. Not the layout, but just like someone glitches out or whatever, and then the voices go away. It feels like it might be malevolent in some way, that it's actually acting to tear you apart from someone, or like actually try to trap you inside of itself, which is interesting. I hadn't considered that. And as far as like people operating the back rooms from a control desk, it seems to be separate from async. Like, maybe people have tried this before, or there's another group of individuals that created these in the first place. We haven't seen a return of the monster or the robot kind of wandering through, or the like fungus monster. There's a lot of angles right now, and I love that about this. Like, there's a lot of open questions about what we're seeing, and I don't see the clear ways that they connect together, and maybe they don't, right? But to have the black mold fungus coupled with maybe people controlling this thing, coupled with async tapping into this, coupled with, you know, voices that exist. It's just a really cool, trippy horror series that I'm really excited what happens next. So, you know, clearly there's a lot happening with this thing. Clearly there's going to be more happening as it continues on, but I and you will be there for the ride. It should be pretty awesome. So, Matt, any closing thoughts on the Backrooms?
No.
Great. It's still like the YouTube copyright system.
Struck down.
It's just struck down. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. This is one that I'm really intrigued to, you know, brainstorm with you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to stay mostly blind to a lot of the pre-existing lore. I've caught bits and pieces here, so it's been fun to kind of like toss out partygoers. I have no idea. Almond milk walls. Maybe, I don't know. So let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. So remember, it wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. See ya!